guys, Texas Jedi. I'm coming to you today on a video. I'm torn. I don't know what to do. Well, I've got an idea of what I want to do. What I have sitting in front of me is the Remington 700 AAC-SD in 308, the Remington LongRange rifle build on a budget gun. Remington has a recall. It's been out for a little while. I just now learned of it about 2 or 3 weeks ago on all of their Remington 700 and Remington 7s with the X-Mark Pro trigger. I believe the dates are from March of 2006 to April 9th of 2014, production dates. What they're saying is you can look at the trigger on the gun and tell if it's a recall gun or not. Simply, if your trigger is a smooth metal trigger, as this one is, it's just smooth metal, then it's a recall. If it's has the rib lines in the trigger itself, which would be 2 lines coming down that are actually, see, that one's smooth metal. The non-recall ones have 2 lines that are grooved into the trigger. So, unluckily, mine is a recall gun. So, contacted Remington. They ask for a serial number, give them a serial number, and they tell you if it's a recall gun or not, which they told me mine was. So they asked for my email address. They emailed me some return paperwork, an authorization RMA number, service request paperwork, a UPS ground label, and they mailed me a box. Some of the people that I've talked to who are going to send their gun, who have already sent their guns in, Remington told me on the phone 2 to 3 weeks, a month and a half tops. So you're looking at anywhere from 2 to 6 months. I mean 2 to 6 weeks, which would be fine because I still got a little time before I purchased the scope for this gun. The scope is the biggest. Well, the scope costs more than the rifle costs, but I wanted good optics on here. I wanted optics that last a lifetime, and the optics I'm going with is the Vortex Viper PST 6 to 24 by 50 first focal plane, and Vortex offers lifetime unconditional warranty. Drop it, break it, crack it, whatever, send it to them, they're going to replace it. So I'm going to go with them, and I've heard really good things about them, and the reviews are outstanding on those scopes. So anyways, that's what's taking a little time, because those scopes are $900. So I'm on a single man, or I'm on a married with 3 kids budget. I'm the only one who works. My wife's a full-time nursing student, and all 3 of my kids are teenagers. So if any of you have teenagers or any of you have kids, you know they're expensive as hell. Anyways, so I'm a little torn whether to send this gun back or not. Because I don't want to send it in and it get pushed to the back of the line, because obviously the new production guns are going to be the ones they fix first so they can sell them and make money, and then everybody else is going to come after that in the order in which they were received, obviously. And I'm a little behind the 8 ball, and I know a couple people whose guns have been there 2 months. Now, get down to hunting season and everything opening up, and the hogs start coming in real good this summer at night, I won't have a rifle. Or I won't have this rifle, and this is why I bought this rifle. It's dual purpose. I want to do long range shooting and also for a hog gun. So I've been debating this for a week. I just got the box in 3 days ago, actually this past Friday, but I've been debating ever since I called them and got all my information whether to send it in or not. It's only on the trigger housing, or the trigger group itself. They're saying there's some excess bonding agent in some of them. Apparently there was a lawsuit or something, so they recall all of them just to, stop further lawsuits from happening. That the gun can go off accidentally. Now, if you know anything about firearms, or you're well versed in firearms, you obviously know you always point the muzzle in a safe direction. never touch the trigger until you're ready to fire, and always know what's beyond your target when you're shooting. And you follow those 3 steps and you're going to be just fine. The trigger's not blowing up, the gun's not blowing up, it's just some cases there's automatic discharge or accidental discharge of the weapon. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to shell out the $140. I'm not going to send this gun in, and I'm going to buy the Timney 510 trigger group. It comes fully adjustable trigger from 1.5 pounds to 3.5 pounds, or 1.5 to 4.5 pound trigger pull. They're fairly simple to install, very minor fitment required. And I'll bring you over here and I'll show you what I'm thinking about. So this is what I'm going to buy. So they're $134.95 on Timney's website, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy that and replace my trigger group myself, and save me some time and some headache of getting anxious to get the gun back and it be put off and put off and put off. So we're going to go with a Remington 700 with the safety, Timney 510 drop-in trigger. And actually this comes with a safety that blocks the trigger, not the sear. The only thing that's required is to push out the 2 pins that hold the, well, you got to take the bottom metal off, take the barrel and receiver out of the stock, push the 2 pins that hold the trigger group in and replace it with this, and notch out a little spot on the bottom metal to make room for one of the little adjustment pins that's on the actual trigger itself, trigger group itself. So that's where I'm at on the Remington 700 long-range rifle build on a budget. I had a few people here recently watch the video saying, when's part 3, when's part 3? Well, there's probably going to be a part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. So part 3 is going to be replacing the trigger group in this gun. Part 4 will be the fitment and application of the scope. Part 5 will be zeroing it in, and part 6 will be shooting steel at 1,000 yards, hopefully. So just want to give everybody an update on the gun. That's where I'm at. Like I said, I've got all the paperwork to send it back. Remington's not getting my rifle back. I love their products. Their products are pretty much bomb proof. They have a little problem with some of the triggers. I'll just get rid of the trigger that comes in it and replace it with a drop-in trigger from Timney with the warranty and all that, and we'll just keep on trucking. So thanks everybody for watching. That's an update on the Remington 700 long-range rifle build on a budget, and I appreciate all your support, and like always, may the force be with you.